You're going to have opportunities to live a better life. You know, you might even have more kids. I won't have more kids, but you might have more kids.
So how about this? Outside, like using the children as an excuse or whatever it was, when you found out you didn't trust them, what made you stay?
Oh, my kids. Well, I can't.
Outside.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't give you the outside because it was my kids.
So even to go back now that you finally took the step and you separated, and you see, I'm pretty sure you know it's not that bad for your kids as long as you guys are co-parenting correctly and they can still share with both parents. So it's like
I had to go through that because I had to wait for them because they were still a little bit younger that they couldn't understand, and I had to make sure that they were okay and they understood. And I hate to say that, but I basically conditioned them to understand that he wasn't going to be there that long. You know what I'm saying? Like we would argue, and then like it was like, you know, how about you start talking to them and explaining to them that you might not live here, you know, because I don't want to hurt my kids. I don't want them to feel like it's their fault. I don't want them to feel unloved. So I'm going to make sure that they understand what's going on because ain't sugar and sweet here, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. And even my son, like, he's still to the, like, he kind of talks back to me and be like, well, you know, my dad abandoned me. And I'm like, no, like, then that's a big word for a 7-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Sure. And, like, I had to explain to him, like, no, he didn't. Like, you know, he just couldn't get along with mommy very well. And you know what? We do live far. And I'm sorry for that. But you know what? Your brother and sister grew up without a dad, and they were just fine. You're going to talk to him every day. You're going to FaceTime him and do what you got to do. And he's going to come and see you whenever he can. Like, that's the best I could do because if we're going to sit here and struggle and hold each other back, because it wasn't just, oh, I'm holding you back, you're holding me back. It's obviously both of us not prospering because I went to college. And, like, the only thing that fucked me up was, like, when he told me, like, oh, I got 8 years here 8 years with you and nothing to show for it. That wasn't
so
my.
basically, he's saying that he didn't benefit.
That wasn't my responsibility, though. Like,
Damn.
I have a college degree. I got a car in my name. I helped my mama fix her house. I did everything I was supposed to do.
Like, you didn't stop him from
like I encouraged you. I got an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old. If I encouraged them to choose something and to focus on something, and
while you're still doing shit yourself.
and I tell you to do the same thing, and I'll support you. I'll help you to obtain what you want to get. And you ain't do it in 8 years, homie. You just proved my point.
So would you say, like, honestly, taking a little bit of accountability, would you say, like, you enabled him to be okay to not do better?
Oh, yeah, definitely. No, well, not enabled to do better because I enabled him to take longer.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you enabled him to be like, okay, like, you get a little bit more time to get your shit together.
I was mean, dude. For the past, like, 2 years, I'm a mean-ass bitch. Like, I'm consistently, if you doing something wrong, I'm going to tell you, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. I don't see your email filling up with no applications on me. Okay. Why is this not happening? Like, it was a constant thing. I'm verbal.
Why do you think he just, like...
I don't know. And I told him, if you don't love me, it's okay. Like,
was he like that when you got with him? Was he not driven? Like,
no, dude was on his money shit. He was on his own shit.
How long into the relationship did you see it change?